Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. It's 11:01. We're going to give it just about one more minute before we get started here. Hopefully, you see on your screen what we're going to be going over today. As you know, every Wednesday, we're going to be doing some coaching calls like this and giving you ideas on how to deal with life settlements as a possible product that you can add to your arsenal when you're dealing with your clients. As I know, many of you here probably do a decent amount of annuities. I myself, I've written millions of dollars annuities in my lifetime, from anywhere from Allianz to American Equity to Aviva, Athene, various companies. So I'm very, very, very familiar with that space. That's actually how I came into this space of life settlements, is after doing annuities for over a decade. I was introduced to this product and started introducing it to my client base. So what we're dealing with here is what we call the unhappy annuity owners. You might have some clients who are coming to you after they bought an annuity a few years ago, not happy. Now, this doesn't mean that you're the one who wrote this annuity. Maybe they're just somebody that comes to you because they know you know about annuities, or want your advice because you know about the financial system, and they just want your advice. And the problem that you come across a lot of times is you feel you really can't do anything for these people, and it's unfortunate. Well, we're going to show you a way with our product that actually now it converts into a sale and makes them happy. So let's go to the next slide. As you know, disclosures, pretty simple. Anything that I give to you today, we're going to be able to show you in writing that everything that we're talking about is true. Okay, so please, we'll go on from there. So is this a familiar story? Right? You have a client or prospect who comes to you who says, hey, I've got this annuity. I don't really understand it. I purchased it from some guy or gal at a dinner seminar 3-4 years ago. They used to come to the house trying to always get me buy more annuities. I decided not to. So then that person just completely bailed on me. So now I have nobody telling me what I have here. I'm confused. I'm unhappy because every time I get the statement, I'm seeing low returns. I see this thing has high surrender fees and long surrenders, and I feel stuck. Okay. Next slide. So they're stuck. You sit there, you feel helpless because you can't help them because of the issue that the surrender charge is too high. The problem there is that if you look at it, you can't put them in another annuity because it's not suitable. As you know, that's called churning. Essentially, you can't take somebody's money, have them take a hit on surrender, and move them into a product that you think they should in the annuity space, because they will either lose money or not make money and add more time on the back end of what they have. And that's not good for them. It only makes money for you. And insurance carriers have done a big crackdown on that. That's why you have to sign, annuity replacement forms. And you also have to put in suitability paperwork showing why you would have to make this move, because it has to be positive for them. And usually that's never going to happen. So most agents then just kind of tell the person that they're stuck and wish them luck, and you walk away. And this is the dreaded appointment that you always have, because there's nothing you can do for them, and essentially it's just a waste of time for you. And also just knows that it gives you the industry as a whole a black eye, because of the issue is that somebody out there is just not being very moral and writing really trashy annuities for people, and you wish you could help them. So we are your solution here. As you know, this is a coaching call for people learning how to use life settlements as a product in their arsenal. You can now use life settlements by getting those people out of that mess, because we can go to the carriers that we work with and work a deal only for annuity clients, because we've explained to them how the surrenders work, that you can offer your clients a bonus offer, meaning that you can give them more earnings on the backside for the surrender charge that's dealt with here. And that takes the sting out of the surrender fees. Now, I say this in generalities right here, but I'm sure this sounds confusing. It's okay. We're going to take you through the process. Go to the next slide. This is how this works. Currently, with the company that we work with, this is their current offer. Okay, I'm going to walk you through step by step. Their current offer is 77% estimated return purchasing 5 policies. What does that mean? This is the elevator speech I give anybody who is interested in buying this product. It's very simple. Somebody gives me $100,000 in investment money. I then place it with the company, and what they're buying is portions of ownership on 5 policies totaling $177,000 in death benefit. Very simple to understand. They're giving us 100,000 cash. They're getting back $177,000 in death benefit on 5 policies. Go to the next slide. Now, here's the situation with an annuity owner, because you go, yeah, but Ben, if the client has $100,000, the problem is that by the time they're done with their surrenders and walk out of this ABC annuity company's situation, they're only going to have $90,000. They took a $10,000 hit. There's no way the client's going to do this because they're going to lose money. But here is where we're able to offer the bonus. Remember, the original offer has been 77% estimated return. If you got $100,000 cash, you get 177. It's easy math. Here's the difference. If they take their $90,000 surrender value based at that 77% estimated return, they're only going to get $159,300 in death benefit. If you want to do the math, you can put in that calculator. It's pretty easy math. This is where things get turned on their head. Go ahead and go to the next slide. With the bonus plan, your client's surrender value of $90,000 will get the $177 originally promised based on the $100,000 deal. They are getting the same purchasing power as their accumulated value. That's what these companies are going to offer them. So somebody walks in with a cash deal at 100,000, gets 177. The annuity client is going to get the same amount of death benefit as their accumulated value, which was 100,000. They're getting the same purchasing power based on that number. They're getting the purchasing power of the $100,000 accumulated value, even though they're only putting $90,000 in on the surrender. You can show your clients that this is now the case, right? That they're not losing earnings by taking the hit with their surrender. Go ahead and go to the next slide. The client gets out of an unwanted annuity, and guess what? Much like an annuity, there's still no market risk here. Think about this. One of the reasons that your clients bought into the annuity idea is that they could not lose money because of a downswing in the market. Life settlements are not in the market, so they are unaffected by the market. They're unaffected by the economy and a world event such as like COVID or any kind of, war like Ukraine. So these are definitely positives to this, that if they want their money diversified away from the market, this also solves that problem. Go to the next slide. Now, if that decision is too much for them, that at the end of the day, they just can't get over the fact that they're going to take this surrender and they can't see the forest through the trees by seeing that at the end of the day, they're still making the same great purchasing power as they would with their accumulated value, that's fine. You have a secondary decision for them to make. That is using the power of the penalty-free withdrawals on their account. They can take, as you know, in most contracts, 10% of the amount in the account every contract year. Now, that's every contract year. That means that most likely in the next 12 months, they will go past 2 contract years. And I'll explain how that happens so that in the next year, you could put this person on a plan where they would then take out 20% of the money that's in the annuity penalty-free. Let's take a look. Here's the penalty-free example. Let's say the contract owner has coming up a contract anniversary of June 1st. Their annuity value right now is $250,000. As of today, right now, they could do $25,000 free withdrawal and transfer it out, and then go ahead and purchase life settlements so that they diversify their money away from the annuity. So they can't sit there and say that all the money that's over there isn't working for them. They can put money over here, put it with a life settlement. Now, on June 2nd, if you see the day literally after a contract anniversary, you can put in paperwork to do another free withdrawal. Now, if you do the math here, you might go, well, why are you doing 22,000 instead of 25,000? Because if you look at it again, folks, if you take 25,000 from 250, that would leave you 22,500, right? 22,500, right? $500 in the account. We can't assume that the annuity made any money that year. So we know at least you'll be able to take around $22,000 in a free withdrawal in the second year. So minimum, you're going to be able to transfer about 47,000. You might even be able to transfer more if there's earnings there, but that's exactly how it would work. Now, what you've been able to do is pretty much get about 20% or one out of every $5 out of the unwanted annuity without any penalties, without any pain. And you could continue to do that every single year for this person. And what's nice about that idea is that every year you'll probably be putting them in a new policy round. So they'll really, really be diversifying their overall portfolio and life settlements as well. They'll be picking up probably a $20,000 to $25,000 investment in life settlements every single year, which means by year 3 or 4, they could have up to 20 different policies owned, and that's great diversification. Let's go to the next slide. So what we say to people is, how do you have this conversation? Well, number one, I have to imagine that almost everybody on this call gets these kinds of situations maybe 3 to 10 times a year, where somebody asks you to sit down and look at their annuities, right? Maybe it's somebody that was a client of yours. I've already talked to 2 this week, agents who are looking to actually move their clients out of some unwanted annuities that they actually wrote. And that happens sometimes. I mean, that's an easy call. The agent feels a little iffy because they feel like they're being criticized for what they did. But at the time, the annuity made sense. Maybe the client didn't fully understand what was going on. And of course, it's easy for a client to look at the market. And if the market goes up, be upset that annuity only makes 3%, right? This is kind of the damned if you do, damned if you don't. When they lose money, they want to get into an annuity. As soon as the market starts making money, they want to complain that the annuity doesn't make the market-like returns. And we all know that's insane because it's a guaranteed and safe product, an annuity. It's not going to make 10 to 12% a year like the market can in some years. Well, this is a chance, if you have those kind of clients, to move them over very easily. The second angle is that you may have run into, which is what I run into, is people know I know annuities very well, and they have friends who have an annuity and are upset. And now I'm coming out as an advisor, as an expert from the outside with open, fresh eyes, with an open, fresh solution for them that they've never heard from anybody else. So they're very eager to get this going. So one of the things you can do very simply is offer your clients or prospects free reviews, right? Anybody with an annuity who isn't in love with their agent is going to want a free review. You could do free reviews annually. You could do them biannually. Yes, I know that annuities come out with a statement only once a year, but it's always a good thing to have, good karma, if you will, with people maybe twice a year, because it gives them a reason to talk to you, and you're going to find other things that they're going to need. The first thing that you would do, obviously, is get this statement. We are here. If you want help on reviews, you can send me a review all day long, and I can help you get them set up with marketing, meaning that it would be like, hey, here's where this person is at. This is what it would look like, and here's how the bonuses would work. Then, of course, I'm open for one-on-one meetings with you and your client if you want, via Zoom, phone call, or even in person, to walk them through this program. So at the end of the day, we're going to help you close these deals. If you're a lone wolf and want to do it yourself, that's fine. We're just here to help those that want us to be there to give that extra push and be there to maybe answer that hard question that maybe they're not familiar with. And we're going to work as a team, right? I know you're the quarterback on this. I'm just there to explain the numbers. I'm not there to sell. We offer solutions here, folks. That is the way that you sell life settlements. The people out there who are trying to sell life settlements in a way of just ramming it down people's throats or telling them that it's going to do everything for them and look at the high returns or whatever the claims are going to be is not a way to sell this product. I have sold this product for a long time, have sold a ton of it. And the way I do it is by offering a solution to the person I'm in front of. If a person hasn't made an IRA contribution, let's get a self-directed IRA set up and start IRA contributions. That's what we talked about last week. If you did that once a week, you would have 50 new clients in a year, writing $400,000 a year in life settlements. And by year 2, it would be $800,000. And by year 3, it would be $1.2 million. If you missed last week's seminar, hit me up on that and I will walk you through it. We also have a video on that. In this situation, it's very simply, somebody is not happy with their situation, with their annuity. You have a solution. You actually have two. One, you can get them out right away, put them in a life settlement, offer them higher returns, which takes the sting out of surrenders. You can also do 10% free withdrawals. So that's the solution here. Let's go to the next slide. So we are here to help. Who am I? Again, I'm Ben Moore. I'm the CEO of Life Advisor Solution. This is exactly what I do for a living, is I help agents figure out how to incorporate life settlements into their current business and how to drum up more marketing and more business. Barry Neal here is the CEO of EchoLife. He is going to be our partner that we work with when dealing with life settlements. I've known Barry for a long time. I know his full operation and how it works. And we, of course, could get him on the phone. Some of you may know him, and we would be able to work with him. He provides the product. You and I provide the solution for the client. So I will open it up for anybody who might have any questions at this time. If not, we will, of course, offer one-on-ones. You will get an email tomorrow with a copy of this video that you can go ahead and take a look at. And we would love to talk to any of you. My calendar will be on there. My calendar, I think, is on most of the emails that you've received or texts. And that is my phone number there. You can, of course, just text me at any time if you want to set up a time to meet or talk. We appreciate everybody's time here. We hope this was valuable to you. I know it's a little bit confusing at times to understand this because it's a new concept, but I would be more than happy to walk you through this situation. If you have a case you're working on, let me know, and I will definitely walk you through that as well. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great Wednesday. Hope to see you next Wednesday. Thank you.